My loves. Welcome to our homework. Where we are looking at our equations. Sorry, I want to make this a little bit bigger. There we go. All right, let's get to it. Before we even start, the same reminder I've been giving you until the end of time. Write your terms next to each other. Make sure you're taking your sign with them. It is really, really helpful. So first thing that I do before I even start to answer is I'm coming through and I'm pulling these pieces next to each other. I know it's an added step. I get that. But it's also going to make sure that you're not making any little mistakes. And I will tell you that sometimes if I don't do this and I'm just trying to create an answer key really quickly, I do the same thing I'm telling you to watch out for. And I make the same mistakes. So even as an adult who has been doing this since 2007, trust me, it's just the way our brain processes. And it is nothing beyond that. Okay. These are opposites, so we're going to subtract them. These are opposites, so we're going to subtract them. The 4 needs to be moved. Opposites subtract. Make sure that you're bringing your sign down with you. Dividing both sides by 2, x is equal to -8. Again, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to distribute first. -7 times 3, -7 times 1. Remember, same signs, positive. This has gotten us in a few different spaces. 7 gets taken off of both. 84 is equal to -21a. Both sides by -21. 4 is equal to a. A is equal to 4. This one I wrote first because the a is on the right side, but doesn't matter what you choose as long as you have it. All right, so we're going to come through. Oh my goodness, this new iPad is like super sensitive. 15m plus -50 equals 126. Combining these first gives me 11m. I am going to add that 50 to both sides. -11m is equal to 176 divided by a -11. M is equal to -16. Over here, lots of distribution. We've talked about this in class, but treat this like a -1. -3k plus 24 minus k minus 5. I'm going to put like and like together. So over here, I have -4k plus 19. I'm going to subtract 19 from both sides. -4k is equal to 4. K is equal to -1. Coming down, I have 20 is equal to 10x minus 12x minus 30. I'm going to put these together. 20 equals -2x minus 30, which is going to be added to both sides. And when I divide both by -2, 25 is equal to x, and that 25 is negative because the 2 is negative. Over here, 16w minus 8 minus 4w equals 116. I'm going to do what I'm telling you to do. I wanted to skip this spot, but I'm going to be a good example. Over here, this is 16. I know it looks negative. It's positive. That's going to give us 12w minus 8 equals -116. I'm going to add 8 to both sides. 12w is equal to -108. Divide it by 12. W is equal to -9. That is the end of the first page. Questions, bring them with you. Coming down here, treat it like a -1. 11h minus 2h plus 1. We have 9h plus 1. Subtract 1 from both sides. We have 9h is equal to 117. H is equal to 13. Headed over to number 2. This half, take it for exactly what it is. If I cut 10 in half, I have 5. If I cut 2 in half, I have 1. That 1 is negative. Plus, there we go, 3x. I'm going to put these together. I have negative 25 equals 8x minus 1. I'm going to add that 1 to both sides. Negative 24 equals 8x. Dividing both sides by 8, we have negative 3 is equal to x. Down here, 5 over 2, or 5 halves, is 2.5. 2.5. So when you're doing that multiplication, you're multiplying by 2.5. Okay, so we have 7 minus 20r plus 15 plus 2r equals 32. If you didn't get this through and the 5 halves gave you trouble, make sure you're changing it to a decimal. Okay, put like and like together. 7, 15 minus 20r plus 2r equals 32. Over here, we have 7 and 15, which is 22, minus 18r equals 32. Subtracting from both sides, I have negative 18r is equal to 10. This one is one of the decimals that we spoke about. 55 hundredths as a repeating decimal. Also negative. Let me change that color. Okay. Had a handful of them, not a ton, but we did have a handful. Rewriting like and like together. I have negative 7x minus 3 is 25. Add 3 to both sides. Negative 7x is 28. Dividing, x is equal to negative 4. Coming down to the bottom here, negative 28a plus negative 20 equals negative 160. I'm going to add that 20 to both sides. I have negative 28a is equal to negative 140 divided by that negative 28. A is equal to 5. 5 is positive because the signs are in agreement. 3k plus 2k minus 6 equals 7. This is 13k minus 6 equals 7. Adding 6. 13k equals 13. K is equal to 1. Questions, comments, concerns? Bring them with you. You know, you can always ask questions in class. If you are not comfortable, you can always send me a message. 12w minus 3. Negative 79 is equal to 19w minus 3. Negative 76 is equal to 19w. Negative 4 is equal to w. Over here, 9 minus 8p plus 4 equals 41. 9 plus 4 minus 8p, just putting like and like together. I have 13 minus 8p equals 41. Subtracting. I have negative 8p is equal to 8 and 3. No, 2. That's a 2. 2 and negative divided by negative 8. This is positive. Oh my goodness, brain. P is equal to negative 3.5. Head it down. Y, there, oh my goodness, iPad. Let me write a Y. There we go. Y minus 6y plus 21 equals 76. Negative 5y plus 21 equals 76. Subtracting from both sides, negative 5y equals 55. Divide it by your negative 5. Goodness, my handwriting today. Y is equal to negative 11. Over here, 15 minus 20c plus 35 equals 50. We have 15 plus 35, reversing the order to put like terms together. We have 50 minus 20c equals 50. This is the one I talked to you about. This one. If this one was tough for you, that's okay. We're going to keep talking about it. We're going to start to talk about equations that have no solution, that have no solution, many solutions, one solution. We're going to start to talk about what those equations look like. So I shared out that negative sign, and I have negative 6h plus 1 equals negative 19. Negative 6h equals negative 20. Dividing, this is another one of those decimals, and we talked about how we needed to start getting into them. All right, negative 1/3. If I divide 9 by 3, I get negative 3. If I divide 42 by 3, I get negative 14. Don't overthink it. Negative 3x minus 5x plus 14. Negative 8x plus negative 14. That is not a 70. Add 14 to both sides. Really need to slow my handwriting down, but my brain just likes to go fast. Divide by negative 8. Divide by negative 8. X is equal to 7. Coming down to page 4, where we have some distribution. Go ahead and convert your 3/8 to a decimal. We talked about how, although we don't love decimals, eighths are actually called benchmark decimals. So just as a reminder, 0.375 or 375 thousandths is going to be that in decimal form. So 3/8 of 16 is 6, 3/8 of 40 is 15, but make it negative. 8 is equal to negative 12 minus 15n. Adding 12 to both sides. 20 is equal to negative 15n. Dividing. We end up with negative 1.3 is equal to n. Over here, 10v plus 6 minus 28v minus 4. We're going to put like and like together, and you can see I intentionally slow myself down because I know where, if I go too quickly, I'm going to make the same mistakes I warn you about. It's just the way our brain processes. We have to slow ourselves down. Like right here, I forgot to bring my negative. Slow yourself down. Do as I say, not as I do, right? But also, v is equal to 5. Coming down here, we have 21 r minus 7 minus r minus 5, treating that like a negative 1. 21r minus 7 minus 5, like and like together. 20r minus 12, adding. 20r equals negative 40. Dividing. R is equal to negative 2. Add it over here. This one we don't have to worry about distributing. We just have to worry about getting things on the same side. So when we are treating or working on variables on both sides, we just need to make sure that we're getting one side to be variables and one side to be constants or numbers. It really doesn't matter as long as you don't leave anything empty. My preference is, whenever possible, to try to make a positive variable, but the best plans, right? The best plans. Where am I? Divided by -2, x is equal to -1. But let's actually make that look like a -1. Okay. Over here. Easy peasy, beautiful. On this one, nothing too crazy. K is equal to -9. All right, and to page 4. Questions, you know what to do. Coming down here, I'm going to add my 2y. I'm going to have 12 is equal to 11u plus 45, which I'm going to subtract. I have -33 is equal to 11u. Divide. -3 is equal to u, or u is equal to -3. Let's just move the little guy. 11 is equal to 51 minus 5m minus 51. 0 is 4 is negative. And then dividing both sides by -5, 8 is equal to m. Over here, I'm going to add my 7k, -3k plus 1. I'm going to subtract the 1. -3k is equal to 39. Dividing. K is equal to -13. 3 more, we're almost done. 18p minus 3 equals 11p minus 45. I'm going to move the 11. 7p minus 3 equals -45. 7p is equal to -42. P is equal to -6. All right, 2 more. 8w minus 2 equals -10w plus 30 plus 4. Let's add those, and we'll have 18w minus 2 equals 30 plus 4. I'm going to add the 2. Kind of skipping a couple. 30 plus 4 is 34 plus 2 is 36. Shouldn't have done it that many pieces at a time, but we're here. And then last one, 9m minus 27 plus 3m equals 7m plus 43. All right, 9m plus 3m minus 27, like and like, becomes 12m minus 27 equals 7m plus 43 equals 5m minus 27 equals 5m equals 70. Divide both sides by 5. We have m is equal to 14. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Questions, comments, concerns, crunchy tacos, bring them to class.